Yo, people, welcome to the TBH podcast presents Sport Talk. We're in the house. Obviously, it's your boy Shaq. I'm here, Django Jr. We're happy, live in effect. Up here on the corner, up here on my corner, I have Mr. I need to scratch all of this now because I just remembered what happened to Michael. Yo, people, welcome to the TBH podcast, Sport Talk. We're in the building. Obviously, my name is Shaq, aka Django Jr. We're in the house. We've got the regular crew here today. So on my left, we've got...
It's your boy Michael. Wow, I started there on a fam. Oh.
Yo, it's your Michael.
This is jokes.
Right, again, this needs to stop. We need to fix our fucking intro game, bro. Wagwan, people, welcome back to the TBH podcast, Sport Talk. We're back. We haven't had a post in a while, but yeah, we're here. We're here live and direct. It's your boy Shaq G Williams, aka Django Jr. in the house, live and direct. On my left,
all of that
in the building, full effect. Man, like.
What's going on? It's your boy Michael. Gonna
right.
talk some football today, and you know, it's the original crew. No guests today.
No new friends. No new friends. And we've also got man making the point of our triangle. The bottom, the king at the top there. That is man like.
Fred Smiley here. You know how it is. Enjoying that weather. Obviously, we're inside now, but you know, let's talk some.
Hey, you lot, look how many buttons Fred's got unbuttoned, bruv. Look at his chest.
Show them your chest.
Listen, it's not Michael's fault. He ain't got the fashion sense for it. That's rock star energy, bro. I'm here for it. Don't worry about that. So obviously, sport talk. We like to talk about sport, but also as three Arsenal fans, we love to talk about Arsenal. Got two games to talk about. First off, the North London derby. How did everyone feel about that? How did everyone initially? Actually, first question: how did you feel when we were like going into the game? Where was your mindset? Because I know where mine was, and my mindset was we're gonna rasp these guys up.
Well, going into it, bro. I think we've just beaten Wolves, something like that.
We just beaten.
We beat Wolves. Yeah,
so we beat Wolves comfortably.
Clean sheet.
And then did they draw? They drew their last game as well.
No, I think they drew or they lost, and they had a shot on target. It was against Bournemouth. They didn't have a single shot on target in the whole 90 minutes. So I was like,
draw.
Do you remember? I was relatively confident. I was thinking, like, you know, based on form, we're going to be okay. However, I always know, like, North London derbies can be taken out of context because in that 90 minutes, anything can happen. Especially now, there's no audience to be gassing anyone, and there's no fans singing. We hate Tottenham. What do we think of Spurs? Like, none of that. Do you know what I mean? No offense.
Exactly. So that's the thing about you look at it on a form thing. Like, if you look at it as like if it wasn't a derby, you'd think, we're probably going to get a win again today. Yeah. But when it's literally the aspect of it being a derby and everyone knowing what it means. Like, it's just like Everton, Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool slap them up every time nowadays. But back in the day, Liverpool's always been the bigger team. But Everton's had a few results, or like made a few good results against them, and it's just that the difference between like a normal league game and a derby, and that it just form and what the team is on paper mean nothing in the derby.
Doesn't matter. The window, bro.
Don't matter. Yeah.
I felt going into it. You know what? I felt confident like Shaq. I was like, you know what, this Tottenham game. Tottenham been playing that well. Arsenal, we're on a roll now. But the only problem that I had going into it as well, like even though I was confident, I also was like, it's Jose Mourinho versus Arsenal. That's the way I saw it.
Oh, yeah.
Our record against Jose Mourinho, no matter what team he's played, is poor.
And he has a vendetta against us. He don't like us at all.
He's got our number. I don't know how, but he's got our number, bro. I don't know what sort of judge he is, isn't it? But every single time, bro, we can't. I'm patting Mourinho. I don't know why.
But the game started off really well, like I think for us, and then Lacazette hit that mad goal. And do you know what my issue is? Yeah, whenever I see a good goal from Arsenal, it's always followed by us getting clapped. Always,
it really is, man.
We scored, and I was so happy that we scored. And like, to be honest, we had a good start, but Tottenham had a better start, and they were kind of threatening.
They did. Yeah.
We were slow. That's
the thing. I think we expected we expected the Tottenham that we see in the Premier League every week, where it's quite defensive, counter-attacking football, but it actually came at us, and then we kind of like got our goal, got our rhythm a bit. As soon as we got our rhythm a bit, Kolasinac made that fucking pass to David Luiz, which I could not believe what I saw when that happened. Because I just finished celebrating the Arsenal goal, put my head down because I was in the pub.
We didn't even have time, did we? How long?
Bro,
was it? A couple of seconds?
I swear, who scored?
Was it a minute?
It was not even a minute.
Song. That guy, man, that Song guy, he is so dangerous. That Song, I don't know, man.
Listen, like you said about Arsenal scoring and then collapsing straight away. Basically how Tottenham came up from the start on job. I think they kicked off, if I'm right, but within the first 30 seconds, Lucas Moura rasped it straight at Martinez. I don't know if you guys saw.
Yeah.
Because obviously previous game they had no shots on target. So I think within the first 3 minutes, Moura had several attempts on goal. Kane had several attempts on goal. And it was right, okay, cool, these lot are coming with a vengeance. And they're trying to make sure that they don't repeat the same dumbness as last week and get no shots on target. I mean, so I can kind of tell that from the start they were on a lot more crud than they were previously. But then, like you said, Laka banged the brass out of that goal. I was like, okay. I thought, okay. And you know what he's like, bare arrogant when he celebrates that. Like he does it on the regs. I don't know why he's like he does it on the regs, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, can you imagine? Can you imagine scoring that goal? This is my problem with Arsenal. Yeah, the strikers, they'll do their job, and you're a striker there. You've done your job now. You got to go out of nothing. Yeah. And then a couple minutes later, he celebrated. It was like he celebrated and boom, like it was a goal. Like you'll be frustrated. You'll be like, why am I even doing this? What? Bro, why am I even doing this?
He literally scored. I put my head down, had a chip, looked up, and they'd scored. It was literally as simple as that. It happened that quick. And I always think, I remember playing football and playing in teams where the defense was leaky. And you do think when you're playing the attacking positions, well, I'm doing my job. And no one else is doing their job back there. And everything that we're doing up here, it counts for nothing. And it is demoralising, I think, for an attacker. And Arsenal need to be really careful of making the mistake of not addressing the issues in midfield and defence, because it will trickle down to these attackers not caring. Yeah, you see, not trying and not caring, and they'll leave. It's not like it's a new issue. It's been an issue for time. Why do you think one reason probably Van Persie left, reason Nasri left, reason Fabregas left, because they were looking. It was it's us three and then this group of twats around us. You don't know what we're doing.
Literally,
so yeah, I think they just need to sort out. They have to address the problems. But yeah, we'll talk more about that later. However, I wanted to talk a bit about the champions, Liverpool, because a few days after we lost to Tottenham, we seemed to find a way of getting a victory against Liverpool.
I don't know how we did that.
Do you know what? First off, I think people need to stop playing down the performance Arsenal actually put on that game, because it was a great pressing performance and it was good defending throughout that game. I think media love to play down anything Arsenal do, and I think as Arsenal fans, we kind of have to
back it.
Give the praise where it's due. Kieran Tierney had an incredible game. He had an incredible game. And we keep saying it was just like a lapse of character for Liverpool to make the mistakes, but it was pressing that caused that mistake. You can't just put it down to Van Dijk made a bad pass. It takes Reece Nelson to pressure. Both goals came from Reece Nelson.
Yeah,
they don't just come from the mistakes. It's just the pressure that and they're like, oh yeah, but it's not. It's just because they're in championship mode. I don't think that champions mode shit actually even works. And actually, I do think based off what's happened since they've won, they've kind of been the deadest champions that we've had. The fact that they can't string a victory anymore. They can't string together a victory since they lost that Invincibles goal they were going for. Failed that. Yeah. They failed the bloody points match.
The home games undefeated as well. They drew to Burnley, innit?
Yeah. So I don't know.
On facts though, let's be real though. What team would you rather have right now, Liverpool or Arsenal? I know
that's not a question. That's not even a question. That's what I'm saying.
My point is, Liverpool needs to stop being.
They're not invincible now.
It's not even just invincible. It's just we need to stop gassing this team as the best champions ever, because I think that The 2017-18 Man City were an incredible team. I think the Invincibles were an incredible team, and these are teams that are winning leagues. I think it's the 2017 Man City that broke the points record.
Centurions, isn't it?
Yeah, they didn't win the championship, the Prem, and then fucking sit back and chill out.
Yeah, it's true though. They were very relaxed. They're too cocky.
And you're hearing all these. Obviously, there's a lot of ex-players saying like it's just like something happens when you win the league. You kind of sit back a bit, but like you don't sit back to the point where like you're just it's stupid.
Arsenal.
There's no way Arsenal should be beating them. There's no way that we should be getting beaten by Arsenal.
Arsenal's invincible team, yeah. We won the Prem in our invincible season with 4 games left to go. Okay, cool. Liverpool won it with 7 games left to go. But those 4 remaining games, we didn't lose. Like you said, City's games remaining, whatever they wanted. They didn't lose, or they might have drawn a couple games, but they still got their points max and they won the championship. No team that I've been in my lifetime has won the Prem with a certain amount of points games to go and performed that abysmally. I'm sorry, do you know what I mean? Like it's been a bit of a shambles. I cannot lie.
They came in there, the Arsenal stadium, even the Oxley, that waste man. Oxley came in.
Guard of honour. They came in guard of honour.
Clap for them. They came in cocky. Van Dijk came in a bit cocky.
But Fred, can you
getting bodied off from Nelson? What?
Can you blame them though? Because you imagine you are Liverpool and you're looking at this Arsenal team. You are going to walk in. I know you shouldn't walk in cocky, but you're going to walk in comfortable at least.
Everyone's confident against Arsenal now. That's the thing.
I think it's a different level of confidence though. I think it's a difference of having the confidence, thinking that like, I'm confident in the fact that I'm going to batter you lot, as opposed to it's just a game. It doesn't matter. We're already champions.
Yeah,
that's how I felt.
Also,
that's how I felt.
Yeah, and you have to exactly. You have to take in consideration as well. This is not the Arsenal of the Wenger days, or this is not Emery's Arsenal. This is like Arteta's Arsenal now, and you've got to take it. You can't obviously. Yeah, we lost to Spurs, but we dominated Spurs. So you come into this game now. Yeah, I'm not saying don't be cocky, but also know that how the attacking threat, Arsenal's defense, like the people that should be cocky, people like Mane, so all them sort of players, because they know that they can destroy, they can rip up this Arsenal team. If you're a defender, you're going to be scared of Lacazette. Lacazette's a strong guy. Aubameyang, do you know what I mean? Like players like that. So you need to keep your eye on the ball because we will score. The thing is, we will score. Just defending we're poor.
I do think even though Mane scored, I do think Holding kind of was dealing with him as to the best of his ability and doing it quite well. He put Mane in his arse at one point, and about 3 seconds before he got put on his arse, got up and went, "No, I'm not having it," and then just ran through my man, and then just stood over it. He tried to kick out, didn't he? He kicked out.
He did.
Holding just stood at him like,
that is it. Yeah.
We need more arrogance though. We need more arrogance. We need more defenders like that. Arsenal. We need more defenders.
But going back to what you're saying about Arteta, Fred, and what you were saying, Shaq, about the pressing, about the hairline flipping. The Mane's hairline is gone. But that's
you need to let it go. That's another story.
That's another story, fam. But like what you're saying about the pressing, like I agree. That's why like Eddie is such a big favourite under Arteta and all these players. Like pressing is it's clearly and obvious a big plan of Arteta, that he's trying to implement. However, I know you said we shouldn't underplay Arsenal's performance against Liverpool. I know we shouldn't underplay it, but I wouldn't say that we were. I wouldn't say we played very well because obviously we didn't have a lot of ball. Second half, we defended very well in the second half. And I just think we had 2 shots on target the whole game, and they were both goals. Clinical. Bad, yeah. And do you know what I mean? Like I think we should be creating more, even though we were clinical. We should be creating more, bro. Come on, 2 shots.
We shouldn't be dominating to that extent. We shouldn't be because even when we play City, we still played a bit better than that. You play like they might done. But the way we were second half made me nervous because we were not.
We were moving like Championship League One, like 10 men.
Yeah, you won't think this Premier League players. Like, come on, man.
Do you know what it is? I just think we have that opinion based on the fact that we're Arsenal fans, so we are used to seeing a very particular style of football.
Yeah,
like
100.
This is the same. This is essentially no different to when Atletico went and beat him at Champions League. Exactly the same kind of.
Oh true.
It's just the fact that we as Arsenal fans expect an attacking style of football, and we like to watch attacking football. And the game was like, but like as someone, I just see it from a complete standpoint of tactically
and neutrality as well.
He did exactly what he needed. Arteta made the right decisions that he needed to make in order for us to win the game. There's no way we could go. I don't think there's any way we could have said if we just played attacking like in an attacking style, that we wouldn't have got slapped up by them. We needed to take our chances where they came and just relax and just try and.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't agree with playing Willock though. I don't agree with taking off Lacazette. It's not heard of. No strikers up front. Bro, just what
has Arteta got to work with? I mean, I think Shaq's right. I think that's the reason he didn't go with the attacking game option and he went with a sit back, because look, we brought on at one time, it was Willock, it was who else?
Aubameyang.
We look at Aubameyang, but Aubameyang went to the left, so that means our highest player on the pitch at a point in time was Joe Willock. And no offense to the kid, he's flipping, like, he's good, isn't it? He's good, but you're talking about Premier League champions, Champions League champions, isn't it?
Yeah.
That can't be our furthest player up the pitch.
Yeah, but I do, as I said, as you say, I think it's down to the clientele that we have in the dressing room. I think he's gone, look, we're not going to get another goal, probably not. If we do, great. But let's just get Willock on in the middle and just make him run at every press. And that's what he did. And like, when I really think about it now and I look back at the game, I think he's gone and done what his job was to do, I think, when he got subbed on. However, I don't know whether or not he's like a player that I would have made. I don't know if I would have made that decision. At the same time, we didn't have another striker unless we go into our youth.
He could have gone for Balogun. Yeah, he could have gone Balogun.
That's who I would have loved to have seen. Balogun.
He could have gone for Balogun, I mean, yeah.
What's he got? Something like 21 goals in 23 games or something ridiculous.
His stats are crazy for you. Yeah,
stats are mad.
You could have brought him on just to run at the Liverpool defence towards the end.
They have to give him a new contract, man. Apparently he's leaving.
But obviously, you both know that would have been Eddie if not for the red card. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. But like you see with certain, you see when we bought, for instance, when we bought Walcott weren't starting and that, and then we used to bring on Walcott towards the end of the game, and he's
60
got
minutes,
legs,
bro.
so
65 minutes,
and he would just run at players. So I'm thinking that Balogun, he's got pace. I'm thinking he's quite strong as well from the videos I've been seeing. I know it's youth level,
tall as well.
but you could have like put him through for that game. But I don't know. Yeah, the plan worked at the end of the day. We've got to look at that.
Exactly.
What about this evening's game?
This evening, right, we got Man City.
We've got Man City this evening, semi-final of the FA Cup. Let's talk about that real quick.
I'm going there with just an open mind in it. I'm trying not to be negative.
So we've got to remember, players that will be out, Nketiah will still be out. This will be his last game out.
Yeah.
Because he has a 3-match ban from that tackle, which I swear, what game was it? There was literally the same tackle. Was it North London Derby that someone got? One of the Arsenal players got.
It was Liverpool. Trent done it to flipping Saka.
Yeah. Exact same challenge. And then here, Alan Smith, who's a former fucking Arsenal player, on the commentary. Oh, they look a lot worse when they're slowed down. Well, yeah, that's what happened with the fucking VAR for Nketiah as well. They always look worse slowed down. But people are getting red carded. Aubameyang's been red carded for that. Nketiah's been red carded for that. So yeah,
it goes back to what you said. You said like a lot of people have an agenda against Arsenal in the media, and I fully believe that. Like I fully believe it, bro. Like that should have been checked at least. It wasn't even taken to Stockley Park or Stanley Park, wherever they do VAR. The game continued. Saka's there rolling on the floor, like, and Trent's just there, like, looking all nervous.
Come on, terrible, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
About this game. So we won't have Nketiah because he's suspended, and we won't have Cedric because he's cup tied. Because
of course.
He would have played for Southampton in there.
Oh,
mad.
Yeah.
Who do you
early team news?
So who do you? Is it come out yet?
No, they haven't released a lineup, but they're doing like a predicted early team news, isn't it?
Yeah. So
go on.
Who do you start?
I'd say I would go for the same team he put out. Obviously, bar Cedric, I'd probably put Bellerin. Obviously, Maitland-Niles, I like him, but I just think in terms of defensive wise, he's better at his delivery is better, but defensively, obviously, you got to go Bellerin. He's got more experience in that position, and he seems to be like he's improved as well. Now he's got competition, so I think I'll just put Bellerin there. But everyone, I'll start the same team. I'll start exactly the same. To be honest,
the same team that beat Liverpool.
Yeah, I'll start.
I wouldn't start Pepe.
Pepe. I won't start Pepe. Yeah, I won't start Pepe.
He's that one player. He was that one player at Liverpool. I was like, this guy is looking like an idiot today.
He looked like a headless chicken. Yeah,
he looked like the guy that you described that is fed up of trying hard to concede goals. He actually looked like he couldn't be bothered. I fully don't blame him, bro. I do not blame him at all because I feel like you know, at the start of the season when Pepe would actually run and chase everyone down and try dribbles in that year, that would technically, exactly. If you think about it, that would technically work underneath Arteta's tactics because he does like to press and run. However, I just think him within himself is thinking, "Raw, man, I think
his head's gone."
I mean, I'm not starting, and when I am coming on, I'm trying, and that's happening. He's thinking, long it, start again, new August, new season. I think he's locked. Do you know when you clock out? I think Pepe's clocked out from early, gone.
Yeah,
gone.
That makes sense.
It's true though, because even when he was playing for Lille, though, he had more of the ball. Like he's not getting the ball at all in his Arsenal
they're not feeding him.
What game was it? What game was it where Bellerin didn't even pass the ball to this Pepe guy at all? Was that?
Was that Brighton?
I think that might have been Brighton. He weren't passing the ball. I think people were asking, saying how many times he passed the ball to Pepe. It's like, come on, man, the guy needs more of the ball. It's shocking.
So I would start. Obviously, Martinez in the middle, in between the sticks. Left centre back, Tierney, David Luiz, Mustafi. I think.
What formation are you doing?
The normal formation that we're doing now. Three. Well,
/ five.
Yeah, 3, 5 at the back. 4, 3. Yeah, no, 5 at the back, but it's a wing back. So I'll throw it back with wing backs. So yeah, Tierney left centre back, David Luiz in the middle. I would say Mustafi just because he's a bit sharper than Holding is right now. But then I do think Holding would be. I'll go with Mustafi. Then my right wing back would be Ainsley. Left wing back Saka. Xhaka, Ceballos in the middle, then Aubameyang, Laka, and Nelson. Nelson. I think just based off what I saw Nelson do and what I saw Pepe do, you have to go with Reece. But then at the same time, I don't know if I'd want Pepe on the right side, on the right hand side, just to cut in.
I do wish he would give Maitland-Niles a start on that because I'm not sure Maitland-Niles what he's like because I know originally he wants to play on the right side, doesn't he? Yeah. He wants to play in the centre or the right of midfield. Yeah. So I would quite intrigued to see what he will be like on the right.
Do you know what? I think because the reason I've said Ainsley Maitland-Niles is for Pepe anyway, so I would say Pepe over Nelson because I think every time I've watched Maitland-Niles and Pepe play together, maybe it's because of the whole season they've been playing together pretty much until Bellerin came back. They link up a lot better than Pepe and any other right back.
Yeah.
So I would say I'd say Ainsley. I'd say Ainsley and Pepe. But yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. What score predictions?
Let me my squad real quick. So I'll do Martinez in goal.
Yeah.
Then in that back three, I'm gonna bang in Holding, Mustafi, and Luiz in that back three. Then the left wing back, KT. The right wing back, Maitland. And then in the middle, I'm having Granit. I'm having Danny Ceballos. And probably Pepe because of Maitland. And then I'll have Saka and Abba.
No, for the middle.
Wait. I'll take it back. I have Saka and Laka. I wouldn't have Saka and Abba. And do you know how much that burns me, bro? Because I would actually much rather have Saka and Abba, but I know Abba don't do nothing in big games.
Not games. He's a mouse.
So it's just me out a little bit. But let's hope.
I can see why. Because before we used to argue and say, why did he play through the middle? I used to be like, why is he not playing through the middle? And then I realised that his hold-up play is non-existent.
That's why, exactly. That's why you need Lacazette. You either need Lacazette to hold up, or you need midfield and wingers that can do a fucking job.
Because he can't hold up the ball like Lacazette, so what he needs is people to feed him, bro. We need like a Modric or an Ozil in form, or Coutinho. Someone just to send him them balls so he can cut, because he's got pace, isn't it? He's not trying to receive it on the halfway line and then look for people to. No. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What do you guys think about Ozil? Do you reckon Ozil will be in the match day squad?
Apparently, they said he was fit enough. They said he was fit to and be training for it, but I don't know if we'll see him. I'd like to see him.
Shame.
Gone.
I'd like to see him.
Man said.
No, this guy. He's a goner, bro. He's a goner, bro.
I don't know, man. He's such a good player, though. And the thing is, I just feel like because everyone gave up on him, he gave up on everyone. He just don't give a shit no more.
Have you seen his socials? So apparently, his socials, like, he's always like, Arsenal till I die, man's here. Man banging up the club with his chest and that, even though Arteta's not playing that. And it's bare mixed signals, bro. It's bare Netflix, bare drama. I'm thinking, like, what's going on, bro? Either play the youth or tell us as fans transparently what's going on, isn't it? Like,
I feel like I reckon they've been trying to force him out for a few years, and I think that he does want to be here, but I think the atmosphere that he's in kind of puts a lot of pressure on you as well, because you're the highest earner, because everyone wanted you to stay. You had a dip in form, and then everyone just said you were shit. So I get that kind of, like, there's a massive expectation on him, but you have to step up. You're a World Cup winner. You've won the Champions League with Real Madrid, I think. Maybe. Let
me ask you this question, yeah. So you see at United, when Paul Pogba wasn't getting played under, he was before Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Mourinho.
When Pogba wasn't getting played at all, whether he was unfit or he was ill, there was a lot of different reasons saying why Pogba wasn't getting played.
Yeah.
Cool. Ole's come in now, and Pogba is not still getting paid. But what they've done, what I believe Ole has done, he's decided to build a team around Pogba. So he's brought in another midfielder that has enough tech that Pogba can play alongside with, and gives him the freedom to do whatever he wants to do for it. Since Bruno's been in that team, Pogba's been a different player in the Prem that I've seen for such a long time. Do you think we should do the same with Ozil? Do you think we should bring someone into that midfield that can allow him to do what he's got to do and be Ozil?
We should have done that 3 seasons ago. He's too old. We may as well get rid of him and build the team around somewhere else.
He is too old. My thing is, though, you were playing. Something's dodgy there. That's what I'm trying to say, because Arteta was playing Ozil, and Ozil's doing well before lockdown, yeah? And then once lockdown happened, now you're not playing him. So there's obviously something there. There's something that's not right there that we don't know. Maybe he's come back, his attitude ain't great, or he's come back and he's really not fit. Whatever. But I do think, we can't, we bought Ozil, obviously. When you buy a player, obviously I know Arteta didn't buy him, but when you have a player like Ozil, his game ain't to track back. Yeah. So his game is to, you know what I mean? Feed the ball to the strikers, feed the ball and pass the ball around, yeah? Not assist
king.
Assist king, exactly. So why don't you why are the players that are going to be there to hold, like an Ndidi or whatever, that's going to hold up the play, that's going to, get the ball, intercept from people, and then let Ozil play his game? Because that's just not what he does. So we can be frustrated with.
That's the key word, bro. That's the key word.
He didn't say you must give me 350. He asked for that, obviously, but they gave it to him. Arsenal gave him that contract.
Yeah, man.
I gave that contract. So we can't be angry at him.
To answer your question, Shaq, who currently would you start to rebuild the Arsenal team around? Who's that player for you?
The player I'd build it around would be Pepe.
Really?
Yes. We spent 72 mil on him. So there's no reason why this guy shouldn't be the player. There's no reason why he shouldn't be the player that we're building around. He's the newest sign, and he's meant to be the biggest, the one that was meant to save us in attack, even though we had a shitload of attackers anyway. So what we need to do is just give us creative midfielders. We can build a team around the front three we have now, and make a few changes and stuff. But obviously, we're going to talk about that in a second. But I don't see any reason why we couldn't build it around Pepe. And I know he's a right midfielder, or whoever's the number 9 is going to be next season. We need to build it around those players. I think we need to get. I feel like, I don't know if this formation works out in terms of this is the way we're going to go forward. I feel like we need a stronger midfield, a stronger 2 centre mids, or
Do you want to introduce the next topic so we can get into it properly?
Yeah, let's actually do that.